What's up? It's your boy Mod3rn back again. I'm just waking up, but I want to knock this out the way. Right now we're reacting to a Spar. As of this recording right now, the Spar isn't going to be our dude Sifu Cire versus Shadow anymore. It's going to be me versus Shadow, so I'm excited about that. Crazy thing about it, I wasn't expecting the Spar on this card, so the stamina's kind of ass right now. I was in the middle, well, I just finished a bolt, so now I'm on a cut. Cut's low-key been beating my ass, trying to look good for this cruise. But I can also add some cardio in there. I already had like some light cardio in there. I was already hitting the heavy bag, working on some techniques, but come November 2nd, I will be working on my stamina and I will be sparring Shadow. But without further ado, we're going to be reacting to one of my spars, one of my older ones. Since I'm going to be the one sparring, might as well react to one of my older spars. So when I was sparring Sifu Cire here, I was 160 pounds. So I was closer to his weight. I believe right here he was like 145, 150, about a 10-pound weight difference. But we're going to see how I sparred him. This is before he went on his win streak and draw streak. So let's look at it right here and see what's going on, okay? Alright, so right away, I think he got me with one. Yep, got me in the stomach. I got longer arms, so yeah, I'm tagging him right away.
Nope. Nope. Nope, nope. 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 Nope.
See, the whole time I'm doing this, I got longer arms, so I'm measuring out my distance. Trying to measure my distance because he has shorter arms. If you have longer arms than your opponent, use that to your advantage. Right here, I wasn't in the same predicament that I'm in now. This was right after my car accident. That's why I weigh so little. I'm not as strong. I'm not as fast. I still think here I was a bit faster than he was. But the crazy thing about it is he didn't put it to the test. And I didn't have to put it to the test. I was struggling with my stamina. I was struggling with my speed. That's why I'm not moving in and out as much. I'm not... Like, he didn't really put me in a situation where I had to kind of use my stamina or use my strength or my speed. I do believe that if he would have went in and not been afraid to get tapped a little bit, it would have been a harder match for me. My blood sugar low. It would have been a harder match for me. And it would have been a harder match for me to win. Because, honestly, we're closer to weight. I don't think I would have had anything that he would have needed to respect at this point. If he would have came in and made it a harder fight, I'm not sure I would have won this because of how I was physically and just recovering from my car accident. So this was honestly, in my honest opinion, my fight. I mean, his fight to lose, honestly. I feel like he could have came at me a little more aggressive in this fight because I didn't really have all my weapons at my disposal. But you see, he's doing the same thing that he did with Lawrence.
Nope.
See, I got him right there. He's allowing me to pick and choose my shots instead of him coming in and actually trying to pressure me and fight like someone who's a smaller fighter. He fights like he's my height, honestly. Like, he fights like me and him are the same height and size, when in reality he's a lot smaller and usually is a smaller opponent. So he doesn't fight aggressive. He just boom, 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 and it's not really doing anything because he's misjudging the length of his arms. Also, this quality is booty water, and I'm wearing the Gojo versus Sukuna right now. Like, I think this is in the manga. This is when Gojo and Sukuna was fighting, and I don't know why I put this on, but I did it before it was cool. I'm just putting it out there. I'm Gojo out here.
Nope. Nope.
Got him again. Easy left hook.
Nope. Nope.
Got him in the stomach.
30 seconds.
Gotta extend that arm. Got him again.
Three, two, one.
Alright, that's the end of that clip, and I will tell you guys the stats. Alright, so this is the first round, I think. Yep, I threw 29, Eric threw 52. Total punches landed, I landed 15, he landed 3. That's the first one. Alrighty, now let's jump out of that. Let's go back here, and let's go to the second round. Right, boom.
Nope.
Got him again. Instead of, let me go back for you. Jab, cross, landed 1.
Nope.
Missed it, followed up with the left hook. Once I got him that first time, Eric should have backed up, like right here. Once I got him with this cross, he stayed right there and he just leaned over. He should have moved out the way. I'm too long for him. I barely moved to get in there and landed it. And I just tapped him. That wasn't even no strength behind it. That was just a tap.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Did it again. He wasn't moving. I'm just tapping him up top and down below. Again, I'm just trying to win on points. Because I know in the back of my mind I can't really put nothing too much on the table with how I am at that current moment.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Working that
Nope.
jab.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Also, he needed a belt. I feel like that also messed with his mobility. Just a little bit. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he needed a belt. He was sagging that whole entire time. That I was like, you came for a spar, but you need a belt. What is going down, bro?
Nope. Nope.
The jab.
Nope.
Left hook. Cause over here in right hand landing, he don't know his range. Boom, left hook. Body shot.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Ring.
Oh yeah, it's before we had a ring. So you know what I'm saying, when we got to a certain area, like get back in there, get back in there. This is why we put up the ring. Also, this was 3 minute and 30 rounds, I believe, or 2 minute rounds. 3 2-minute rounds, I think, or 2 minute 30, something like that. It was 2 minute rounds, I think. 3 2-minute rounds instead of no, 3 2 minute and 30 rounds, I believe, instead of 5 3-minute rounds that we're doing now. You know, we're making it a little bit harder. This is also why this video is so short.
10 seconds.
The jab.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, that is the second round. And for the end of that one, gosh darn it, let me pull it back up. Alright, this one, Eric threw 34, I threw 32. He landed 3, I landed 22. Alright, he landed 9% of his, I landed 69% of mine. And now we're moving to the third and final round, okay? Alright, it's the last one. Alright, right here, Eric does this all the time with his spars. In the last round, he always takes his shirt off, because as we know, when people take their shirt off or take their shoes off, they get an attribute boost, they get a buff. Plus 10 all attributes all around the board. So this is Eric at his best, his strongest for his character right now. So this is going to be the hardest round for my character moving forward, okay?
Nope.
Overhand right, he's moving around. Those pants are still sagging. -5 all attributes. So he only got a buff that's +5, alright? Did that land? I think that overhand left landed. Let me see.
Nope.
Nah, he hit me in the glove. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he landed nothing this last round though. Got him in the head.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Got him in the body and up top. And again, these are atrocious ass punches that I'm throwing, but also I'm not trying to lose no stamina, bro. My main focus in this spar was win and try to win with using the least amount of stamina and strength that you can. I was 100% focused on winning on points with this spar because I knew Eric could get aggressive and I was trying to keep it on the outside, and so far he was letting me use my game plan 100%. So I wasn't trying to do nothing. Get in there, get out, use my reach, keep him uncomfortable. That was my whole game plan.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Tried to land uppercut, did not work. It was an ugly ass uppercut at the end of the day. No power, straight arm, but still I tried it.
Nope. Nope.
Blocked it.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Body shot up top.
Alright, break.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Last minute.
Nope.
But you see what I'm doing though. This is the whole point that I be trying to tell people with spars. If you gotta know your gas tank. So right here, I purposely did not go out there and do nothing crazy, because I knew that if I did, I was going to be tired. Now, if he would have put me in a situation where I had to fire back, cool. But I knew up here I was winning, and I knew that I was counting my punches and his punches, okay? I didn't leave it all out there because I didn't need to, right? He didn't put me in a predicament to where I needed to, okay? Eric did do a great job for his skill level at that time. I do think he should have wore a belt that would have helped his mobility a bit more. But you know what I'm saying? When you go these spars, do your best, but also know your body the best. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. 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 Nope.
Body.
Nope. Nope.
Face.
Nope.
Jab.
Nope. Nope.
5,
Jab in the body again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so that's the end of that one. And for this one, Eric threw 32, I threw 21. I landed 10 of my punches, he landed none of his, so I had a 47% success rate. Now, what I can pull away from this spar, I thought I did god awful because one, I know I could do 10 times better. That's why I also wanted to run this spar back because Eric's gotten better. I'm 100% healthy now, and I wanted to run that back. On my end, I did good with the weapons that I had in front of me, but I definitely want to go in there and throw a lot more punches. I at least want to throw, I think the total punches thrown was, I threw 82 total punches. I landed 47. I had a 57% success rate. Eric threw 118 and landed 6, okay? I want that number to go a bit higher, okay? We're doing what? 5 3-minute rounds? I want to throw 100 punches around minimum. You know what I'm saying? Minimum. Right? If we go all 5 rounds, I want to throw 500 punches, okay? 500 minimum, okay? And I want to land at least half of them bitches. So 250 punches landed, you know what I'm saying? That's the stats that I want. I want to throw more volume. I think I can do better with throwing volume. And I want to land at least half of them. If I don't land at least half of them, I am not successful at all. I'm just throwing for the streets, right? I want to land more power shots, you know what I'm saying? More body shots. That's what I need to focus on. A shot up top in the head is alright, but you know what I'm saying? I want the spar to end with that. That's it for me. For Sifu Cire though, one, wear a belt. I'm joking. He wears belts in the future spars once we got the ring and everything. But don't be afraid to go in there and trade. You know what I'm saying? I got longer arms. I don't have to get in there. I don't have to put my foot in the tire. But you have to put your foot in the tire. If you have shorter arms, you got to be a dog. You know what I'm saying? Dog fights should be your specialty. You know what I mean? Even if someone is stronger than you, you got to make them uncomfortable, okay? Get on the inside. I guarantee you, you don't want to get inside with a person that is smaller, with smaller arms than you. You know what I'm saying? That's because, like, when you go in close, people with longer arms, if they get in close, they can't generate a lot of power. People with smaller arms can generate a little bit more power than the people with longer arms, okay? That's why when you see people pull up their pants, what's good, bro? What's good? And they chest in. If you got short arms, that's where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not gonna let you get that close. As soon as I see you in jabbing distance, you getting this one hitter quitter thrown at you, right? But yeah, don't be afraid to get in there and throw and trade, bro. It's a dog fight type of world if you're a shorter, smaller person. Like Isaac Pitbull Cruz, you know what I'm saying? Fight like him. I'm not saying that you can perfect that style, but you need to go inside and do the damn thing. You know what I mean? Don't be overthinking it. Right here, it looked like you tried to be a little bit more technical, which I can respect. but I felt like you overthought a lot of your shots. Like for example, there was one where you threw a couple and I was still within your range. I didn't block nothing. I had my hands relaxed. You could have threw a bit more, you know what I'm saying? Throw a couple more punches in bunches, you know what I'm saying? I felt like you could have did a lot better with that one. But yeah, also work on that jab. When you're in that distance, throw that thing out there. Again, the jab is important. I feel like that's also why I was winning. Every time I threw a combination, I'd start off with the jab, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. Boom, jab, measure my distance. Always start off with jab. Watch that left jab come out. Yeah, measuring distance. See, I'm measuring this jab. You know what I'm saying? Always start off with the jab. Again, coming in close. What's the first thing you see? That jab. See, I'm working my way in my distance, in my range. You know, what are you seeing first? That jab. See, jab, jab. Try to do the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Work on the jab. Know your range. You know what I'm saying? Always stutter that jab. That jab is your best friend. That's all I'm gonna say. Just use that jab. But that's my reaction to this spar. I can't wait till I spar Shadow, honestly. That's going to be a great one. Honestly, because I'm running into a stamina problem again, just like with the Sifu Cire match. So, that's going to be interesting. I love it, though, because Shadow has gotten better as well. The next spar I'm going to react to is the Shadow and the Lord Zenon fight. He's grown greatly since then, and then we're going to move on through the rest of the spars. But it's been your boy, Mod3rn, the Jonin, and the Nerd, and I'll see you guys next time.